following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Of course! Of course!
I'm on my way. Move on to other investigations and we'll come back to that bit.
Of course.
Have you found anything else?
A number of things. He received a message from that commando.
They have worked together in the past.
Yeah, dated a day before his email to the general regarding the return of the blackout. So I'm updating the net with all of my information now.
Okay, I see that coming through. Carry on. I'll be out that way soon.
Of course.
Sorry, what did you say?
When did the doctor's one come in as well?
Yeah, when did he receive the notification about the return of the blackouts?
Oh, that was about, it was over a week ago.
Over a week ago.
We get the original from the doctor.
Captain, what hoops do you need to jump through on this world to get... Doctor-patient confidentiality is a thing, isn't it?
Yes, but if
Zardoz has found that...
Mr. Marinus, then I can probably get some medical records if that's what you're after.
Well, we're going to want those, but Zardoz has found that one of the emails sent by his doctor to him regarding his illness has been doctored. Altered.
Yeah, I understand what the phrase means.
We would like the original. Or at least access to the original.
That shouldn't be hard.
And I'm going to need to head out there because apparently the digging requires some expertise that I have.
Can you get your man to send me a copy of the message in question so that I can send that to the doctor and then they can compare?
I would not like... Yes, I can. One moment. Zardoz.
Copy.
Send a copy of that message to me. For the listeners, I am making the motion.
I'm making the doctor playing with omnital motion and then she sit off somewhere.
Let's go!
That's the sound of shit getting done.
While we're also with you and the captain, she will tell you that Panthea Yolanda's here if you and your people want to speak with her.
Well, I have to head out to where Zardoz is, but I'm sure Tiala won't be too far away. She is very good at this sort of thing.
We've also got Vidara Harias.
Yes, of course, that person. I'm sorry,
That was the one who was assaulted by the...
Yes, of course. Good.
First question for that. Did you hire a
Irene
hitman?
Lightus and the Paulina, mother and daughter.
Excellent.
Turned out this all could have been solved.
Well, Tiala
They
won't be
sit
too
all
far
over the
away.
dock here to find out who
But
wanted
I
who
need to
did.
get going. General, I'm sorry, we'll have to have that talk. Actually, right now, before I get going, could you mind if I just take the General outside for a sec? I promise he won't leave town.
Good job, Centurion.
I don't know why I'm asking for permission. I'm in charge here. General, if you would.
Yes, what do you want?
Please come with me.
Where are we going?
The bathroom.
Centurions, I don't swing that way if you want.
Well, it's the only place we can talk without being overheard.
I see. Very well. Lead the way.
He knows your dad.
He probably knows my granddad. Granddad was a badass. He wrote a book. She has that book. Small unit tactics. Unit tactics and how to attach them to your rails. Yeah.
Whereas she's got her great grandmother's got a book that's about railing attachment.
Yeah, I believe it's good.
Um,
Get into the bathroom, kick everyone out of the bathroom who might be in there.
There's no one in there at the moment.
Close the door. Activate privacy field noise buzz thing. Now I get to move down to the general section.
The general section.
Well, I've got this all divided up into little bitlets.
The general store.
So much better than that dry goods store. Okay, we should be secure enough. Is this an operation?
No.
I'm, as you probably have guessed, quite aware of your connection to my line of business.
Look, think about this.
I have to ask.
If I were to authorize the assassination, I mean, assuming we're ignoring the other the other three victims.
I'm not ignoring anything right now,
But if you're assuming that somebody was sent to murder matriarch Cassiani, which I assume that this talk is about.
no.
No?
I have no specific suspicions of your involvement, but I need to know that I'm not going to be treading all over something. If this was an
Let
operation...
me just say that if somebody took her out with a high-powered sniper rifle, do you think that would encourage Asari in high places to support Turian military or not?
I think it could definitely be spun into a lack of local security that perhaps an increase in Turian military presence might help cover. But that's not why I'm here. So it is not an operation. This is good. To your knowledge, has... Marius?
Marinara.
Does he have any sort of
Marinus, yeah.
black operations, short-term memory blanking implant in case of capture, or has he ever had such a thing?
Not to my knowledge.
Would you be able to find out? Tumors like this affecting the memory, the trigger sound apparentness, lead me to believe that this might be the case, that something like that could be there or might have been there.
I could look into it, but I would imagine that I would be informed of such a thing existing.
May I have access to his records, even the parts covered in black ink?
I'm not sure I can do that.
I understand. Has he ever had or presented a different persona while on operations? Has he ever switched states before?
No. Unless you mean when he started to forget things.
So more when he's on operation. Is he overly focused?
Yes, when he started to forget things, did he present a different persona during the times he would then forget about?
No, he was just frustrated.
Do you personally have any enemies or rivals in the Turian military who would like to see your reputation tarnished by something like this? This is a standard question.
I can't think of any. I mean, I'm sure there are some softer Turians out there who might think... I mean, it's pretty unlikely, but who might think that...
What about in other Black Ops communities? Asari, for example.
I suppose there might be some enemy Asari out there, although I don't know who their names would be.
Brutus Lassiter's dressed up in an Asari costume. Okay. The next few questions I've written down, but I'm not sure. Were you what done it, weren't it?
No.
We know it were you what done it.
No.
We got loads of people what seen you done it.
No.
Make it easy on yourself, come clean. We know it were you what done it.
Okay.
Obviously, none of those.
No.
I really wish I had Tiala here for this, but I don't think we're going to have the time for that. So I just want to.
Tiala and Rosa are about to show up. So.
Well, we're in the men's room, so
They can't hang out with us.
I just want to do a general roll to see if I can sense motive through that. He's a fucking pro at this, and I have no charisma, so this is not going to work. But you never know.
natural 12.
No, it's another kind of natural.
One.
Natural 5.
Yep, I got a 10 all up.
Murphy, you are an elf.
Yeah.
Unbelievable, I feel.
Okay, so I'm not going to get anything because he's like way above me and he's not going to roll a 1, so...
Well, I rolled a 15, I can tell
Yeah,
you
yeah,
that much.
yeah. So you rolled that and then you add all of his amazing Black Ops stuff to it, so... there is an Asari commando he's worked with on an operation before.
He's worked with a few Asari commandos in the past.
The pause is entirely for me to just quickly look up the name on my sheet here, my dude.
Irina Late.
Irina Lattis.
Yes.
She's here.
Well, of course, I believe she had a sister who... She comes from here, I believe. Her sister who lives here.
Her sister was killed on a farm belonging to one of the victims.
Same file he worked on.
And she has, Chikzado's daughter, been in recent contact with him.
Interesting.
We have also found information that his emails have been doctored.
So, are you saying he didn't send me the request?
I have no proof of that yet, but I'm about to head out there to investigate this more thoroughly. The captain would prefer you not leave, and frankly, I might need your help.
I'm complying, even though... If it were up to... Well... I could just leave, but I'm complying.
Right, I think we should get out of the bathroom before people start talking.
Yes, yes.
Field off. And that is how a bill becomes a law.
Then you leave the bathroom.
Yes.
And an Asian guy points and goes, GAY! No, that doesn't happen.
Oh, good. Thanks, Wooflu. Well, obviously I'll run into Tiala there on the way.
Well, yeah, I was going to say Tiala and Rosa
Tiala, Rover, good news.
arrive.
It does stand out. I was going to update the battle, and I might as well tell you both. I've questioned the general. I think he's a better liar than I am, but I don't think he did this. Zardoz has turned up some information. I'm going to have to head out there to look at it, but the interviewees are here, so hopefully you two can get some earnest information out of them.
That sounds good. You ready to interview them?
No, this is the captain.
Yep.
Yes.
I'm a
whatever you
peace
want.
out.
So, who's attending the interview?
Do you wish to attend the interview, or
Well, I'd attend anyway, just to like bodyguard you, but I have no interrogation.
both? Yeah, no. It's like I
might
only,
have something to ask.
That's the thing. Is I'll be asking only little when I want to ask. The captain's running the interview. Will jump in when we want something said.
Yeah, you might come up with some, like, earthy, sort of dodgy, sus workaround they're trying to do. Like, you know, when people are trying to put one over on the officers sort of thing with their... I'm sure you're innocent of that kind of thing, though.
So, can we have the first one be the commando?
Arraign Latus?
Yes, please.
If you want? Yep. And they're going to let you interview and whatever order you want.
Oh, she was here. Good to know. That's sus. She came to a volleyball game. Who does that?
Well, some of these people were
Oh, okay.
Especially when we're giving them names.
Well, I suppose you should ask the captain if she's one.
Was she
once
at
here.
was she at the game, or was she brought in?
She was at the game.
Sent to Logain.
Logan sends back. Can we get permission? Can we get a warrant to search her place while she's here?
ask the captain that. Can we get a warrant to search her? Where's she staying?
Her
Which is
She's
hotel.
probably staying at her. Wait, she wouldn't be staying at her sister's place.
She is
is she?
staying at the
Desert Dreams.
Desert Dreams
She's staying
Hotel.
at
Okay,
Desert
well,
Dreams Hotel.
the first thing we want to do is check her ticket stub for saying where she was sitting, and then the video of what she was doing during the events, whether she
Well,
looked
don't need the
particularly
ticket-
shocked or whether
I
she was
don't
like,
need the
For
ticket
the
stubs.
listeners, I'm doing the motion.
And what?
Silence! Motion! I still can't hear your hands doing motion.
Yeah, that motion.
That motion! Oh, of course I can.
like, look, hear the siren. No, hear the lights.
Yeah, she was staying at a hotel, the Desert Dreams Hotel. Can we get a warrant to check her room?
Probably can. Do we want to do it now or after the questioning?
Wild.
Yeah, we can set it up, or maybe Rover can. We could ninja it.
I've already got a well, and we're looking into getting a warrant.
Thank you. Just if you send that through to Logan, let him know.
Gotcha. Invade the place before the warrant even arrives. I'm not in the police. Warrants don't apply to me.
But he now knows there's a warrant being brought up. He can go.
It's easier to say sorry than ask permission.
Where was her seating?
She was sat on the same side you guys were.
So she
God,
could
so she
see
could see
it all.
One level down.
Yep. So she could see it all.
Actually, they were just good seats.
They were good seats.
Come on.
Was there any footage of her in the crowd? Of the time, from the time of the shooting, or before the shooting?
Come on, she's a pro. She'd have taken a
Well,
low
there's
coverage
technically
scene.
footage of everybody.
I'm hoping that.
Trish can pick a face out of a crowd.
Can I get the footage during that period sent to me, and I'll send it on to our forensics?
Or you've got your own forensics.
Fuck yeah, we
He
do.
just left.
Best doctor in the galaxy.
It's Doctor in the
The
Galaxy.
universe.
That isn't working in a hospital.
And you have an adequate code slicer.
Yeah. So if I can get that, I'll send it on to Trish with the instructions.
Well, she hasn't hunted for that footage yet.
Yeah.
So
But she'll get one of her other ones to do while we go interview.
yeah,
It's
so
all
that's
good.
the best she can
So
do.
what you're actually hoping for is that when this is going down, you're seeing her go like,
Actually, it's probably more like, does she look
Add
to the target before
target. Yeah.
is she preceding the shots?
Yeah.
Is her standout? Oh wait, you won't be able to tell because you don't have one. Unless it's one of those ones that you can tell. Because fuck the rules, right?
Fuck the rules.
Somebody's going to have to
Stands
smash
above.
a 300,000 yen camera to see if they can spot the stand on that.
30,000, but
Yeah.
which in today's money is 56,000 yen, by the way.
So just
Yeah,
do.
okay. Anything else before the interview actually?
No, I think we're good at the moment.
Okay. Then there she is, sitting on a chair with a single light bulb down above her.
The bitch.
He was the one that did it, right?
It were you what done it, weren't you?
Hello.
The captain's doing the interview, right?
Yeah, we'll come in and...
I know the captain's going to put it in your hands.
Ah, brilliant.
That's fair.
Even better.
Alright, Rover, up you go.
Trevor just kicks her in the
Slap her around. Do that soldier stuff.
Hiya, my bad cop.
I will get you! Unless you tell my friend who is nicer than I am.
No. We're just immediately fucking up from step one. Tiala, you do bad cop.
I don't know, which one is the one most likely to try and sleep with the...
I feel unsafe.
I'm Tiala Diavo.
I know.
I've got a few questions about the incident that's happened quite recently.
I understand you were. You've recently had an. I don't want to use the word altercation, but what's that thing where you're antagonistic towards a person, but it's not really come to a physical confrontation?
Disagreement?
No, that
it's
would
still
be
not
trivializing her
Yeah.
loss.
A beef.
I understand. You had some family business.
There are unresolved issues.
There are
Yeah.
unresolved issues with matriarch Michiel.
I'll say that you had some unresolved issues with the matriarch. Life, yes.
I did, until today.
Sorry?
She thinks she's dead.
She wouldn't know that. She wouldn't even know that she was dead.
Until today.
She's like super friendly.
Keep rolling and never stop.
Well, she sounded like she was telling the truth.
I'm just making sure I've got the right...
Yeah, no, she's the one that survived.
wait, so I was on the wrong
she's the
one.
one that died. Yeah, she died.
Vasilla.
Yeah,
Ta'ana
she
Vasilla, sorry.
died. Yeah.
Ta'ana Vasilla.
Not the matriarch.
But she doesn't know that!
Yeah, she would. She could.
She said until today. That's mate. She clearly
Yeah.
already knows that. So you should detect whether.
Yeah, the crowd wasn't filtered out. She would have been there to see the body bag.
Yeah, actually, that one there would have,
It is
Yeah.
possible that she could have known.
If they had just,
Damn it! I thought we got her.
no,
On the first question in the interview.
Tiala's first question should have been like, "You arranged this, didn't you?" Roll at that. Then she goes natural 20, and bitch is like, "No, yes, 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 yes."
Then we get on our way.
God, that would be your fucking stand, wouldn't it?
so, obviously, you realise that she's one of the ones that have been murdered.
Yes,
A might.
I was told as such.
Why do people tell people things?
Makes life
It
so
makes
much
this a
harder.
lot harder to question you. Were you involved in this?
Wow. Just
Yep.
straight to the
Shock and
point.
awe.
Yeah.
Nat 20?
No.
Wrong. I
17.
saw that number. It looked like a 20.
And then you punch her in the face.
No, I was not.
What did I get? She was.
No?
No.
No? She's telling the truth.
Or is she just like, well, I didn't pull the trigger, so no, I'm not.
So, you haven't interacted with any Turian Spec Op cases recently?
We've done a few joint operations
No,
now and then with the Turians.
I mean recently, as in past 2-3 weeks.
No.
What about former soldiers?
That's fucking cocked.
How did you manage that?
Like, it's leaning on the wall.
can.
You look at that. It's leaning on the wall. It's almost a 19.
If you put a D6 on it, if it doesn't slide off, it's not
I
cocked.
love that. It was almost a
Yep.
13.
13.
You remembering to add your thing?
Yeah. No, it's +8.
Yeah, that's fine. She's telling the truth.
So if I was to tell you I found your DNA on a Spec Op case,
We didn't. That
she's
information
bluffing.
hasn't come back yet. Oh, okay. I didn't know Tiala could do that.
But she does have to make a
I thought
deception roll on top of...
Tiala was like as wholesome as Carol Baskins.
She does have to make a
Uh-oh.
deception roll when she does this, because this is a...
Hello there, my cats and kittens. You're all eating my husband.
Yeah.
I killed him and fed him to my
Or
lions.
is it bluff in this? I can't...
bluff. It's bluff.
Bluff, yeah.
If I told you that we found your DNA on a Spec Op case that has been just recently found,
The whole time.
so bluff for a start, which is
Come on, Tiala can't roll below a 40.
17 on bluff.
What, total?
Yeah.
What the? Stop rolling twos!
And then
32.
it's 18. So It makes it 26.
Oh, so close.
Then I'd ask how you got hold of my case.
It wasn't your case. It was a Turing Spec Op case.
Yeah, I have one of those.
Do you have it with you?
Do you have it with you?
I didn't bring it here.
Ask her if her case is configured to portray a string instrument.
Is your case... I don't know how... Is it programmed to portray a string instrument?
No.
Okay.
Make sure. That's only 13.
Wait a minute.
Sounds true.
If she has a case, would it be for a crayon tail?
Probably. Yeah, they just come in
They're
boxes.
a generic.
Yeah.
There's a generic case of any
hang
gun
on.
that's at least
20 on the next
small enough
question.
to fit in it.
Okay.
Or anything else
Did
you
you
want to
hire
ask.
a
If you wanted to
No, I don't
get one and pack it full of
Did you hire
your
a hat?
fun explosives, then
Blow it on
I need
that.
one of these.
I'm thinking the wife. It's up to you. It's your turn. This could actually just be like
Yeah.
realistically, he could have just added her to the list because my
Because
friend
my
really
friend
hates
really
her.
hates her.
You know.
And remember, because he worked with her as well.
But we still got the trigger thing. That's weird. That's why I'm looking at the wife or doctor.
Yeah.
Also, because the medical profession are all assholes.
Yay.
Did
it's
you
Arnold.
hire a hit on her?
no.
15.
Telling the truth.
Good.
But I'm glad
Elimination
she's
is-
dead. She had.
You don't need to roll for that.
I understand this. I mean,
yes.
it was quite tragic on what happened. It's just a pity that a lot of other people have been shot today too.
You know, wasn't just my.
Negligence.
Wasn't just my sister.
What?
Please elaborate.
That was
What do
the
you
only-
mean?
Well, I have a friend here, a Turian, who he worked on the farms as well, and I'm led to believe that the high levels of radiation exceeded even that of that Turians should be exposed to without any form of protection.
Rosa was right.
No. Do you know that he is the shooter? Oh yeah! 25.
Wait, what? Although
Yeah.
it would explain some things.
Elaborate.
But that just, she's straight up surprised or what the fuck?
Yes,
Perfect.
she was actually
Right.
surprised.
She works for us now. She's not involved. At least not directly.
What do you mean? Can you explain some of that, please?
Well, that was a Cryantel rifle shot,
Correct?
Distinctive
14
double
is
pop.
listening.
Distinctive,
followed
yes.
by 3 more. And he was a pretty good shot. He was a sharpshooter in the.
Pretty good. He diced 3 people without aiming.
They could have been part of the programming if we're still taking that route.
Was there anything else that, because you obviously have caught up with him in the past few days, was there anything more off about him than just
He's been losing his memory, and it's been terrible for him. He forgets simple things sometimes.
Like how not to kill people.
you've obviously been on ops with him at some stage? Obviously, I'm not asking about them, but
Years ago, before the
yes,
tumor, or at least before it fully manifest.
is there anything that seemed more off about him? Like focus driven on certain things and not on others? Like to get back at other people?
No, he seemed very... He would get angry at himself for forgetting things. He was frustrated.
Obviously, he was taking medication and seeing a doctor. Was he also seeing a psychiatrist or any of...
He didn't mention a psychiatrist.